Well, our next guest is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. Welcome to Undisputed. Hey, Dak.
How are you doing? Thank y'all for having me on.
Oh,
we have the best young quarterback in football join us right here, right now. Right, Shannon?
Yeah, we got one of the best quarterbacks joining us.
Yeah,
Thanks
one
for coming
of
on with us, Dak.
Hey, so Dak is here on behalf of Ready, Raise, Rise in the fight against cancer. Can you tell us what you're doing with them?
Yeah, I'm with my second team today, Bristol-Myers Squibb, who I've partnered up for the second year in a row on this campaign of Ready, Raise, Rise, and it's to educate and bring awareness to the immuno-oncology research that we're doing, and which focuses on the uniqueness of each individual's cancer cells, as well as helping your immune system fight off cancer itself within the body. So it's something super special and near dear to my heart. Everyone knowing my story of what I went through with my mom. So here trying to help and bring awareness.
So, Dak, obviously you did lose your mom to cancer. Give us some idea. What was she like, and how much of her is still in you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. When my mom got sick, my mom, she just simply said, "Allow me to be your story. All greats have a story." And at that moment, I told her I didn't need a story to be great. But fast forward to where we are today, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. And that just brings me forward to saying our challenge with the Ready, Raise, Rise campaign this year is to go to ReadyRaiseRise.com, post a photo of yourself with the Ready, Raise, Rise sign, and just show us your uniqueness, how powerful you are, dealing with cancer, knowing someone that's dealing with cancer, or just being healthy, so we can raise money. With 100 submissions, Bristol-Myers Squibb has promised to donate $250,000. So I'm sure we can get to 100 by the time we finish with this show.
I hope so.
So, Dak, let's change gears. Let's talk some football. You probably heard that my partner across the table, the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, says that Carson Wentz is clearly better than Dak Prescott. I say it's obvious that Dak Prescott is better than Carson Wentz, and you say what to that?
I'm going to let y'all continue to be great on TV.
No, you have no opinion of that.
I have no opinion. I know how good I can be and how good I'm going to be.
All right, let's try this. I gave you some breaks for last year because you got some bad breaks you could not control. I gave you as a quarterback a B for the year. My partner across the table gave you an F for the year. What would you give yourself for last year's performance? What letter grade?
Yeah, I'd probably say C. I mean, it was average as could be. I mean, it's got to be better than that. It's got to be. I have higher expectations for myself. The Cowboys have higher expectations for myself and for our team and for our organization. So to finish the year off 9-7, I mean, a lot of teams, a lot of organizations count that as a win, but it's not in Dallas. So I mean, we've got a ways to go, but we've made some things work, and we're heading to this offseason and getting ready for camp, feeling good about ourselves.
Stephen Jones says this Cowboys offense needs to be more Dak-friendly. What does a Dak-friendly offense mean to you?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he means there, but it just has to be more balanced all the way around. We know we've got a great back in Ezekiel Elliott. We've got a lot of different guys that'll be playing at receiver with the departure of Dez and Jason. It's a lot of guys that you don't necessarily know about. So, I mean, I think you can just expect the ball to be spread around everywhere. I mean, I think our best games are when I have 8 different guys with catches or something in that area, and then Zeke dominating on the run game and us just opening it up and not knowing what to expect from our offense.
So do you enjoy the called runs? Do you enjoy running the zone read occasionally, and would you like to do more of that in a Dak-friendly offense?
Well, the zone reads, I mean, you have to take what the defense gives you. And that's if the defensive end is biting down, then, of course, I'm fine with pulling the ball because, I mean, that's the right play, that's the right read there. So whether it's called more or not, I'm all up for whatever we have to do to win, to get first downs.
Do you enjoy running the football?
I do. I'd rather pass it and let those other guys go do the job, but I do enjoy running the ball.
Dak, I want to ask you this. Why weren't you and Dez able to have a better rapport? I know you threw the ball to him in practice. I knew you probably worked with him after practice. Why in games did it not correlate to better numbers between you and him? Yeah,
I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I can't necessarily wrap my finger around that, or would have been able to fix it for the most part. So not real sure. I mean, as you said, we spent time. We worked in practice. We worked outside of practice. We put in the extra time, and I mean, but who knows? Who knows?
So which of those two will you miss the most between Dez and Witten?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, both those guys are great players, and both those guys did a lot for our organization, having a lot of success. Neither of those guys, I'll say this, can be replaced. You have guys that come in and have to do their job, and maybe they can be replaced by a committee, but going into this offseason after we lost those guys, we didn't say we needed to get this person or that person to replace Dez or replace Jason. So we've got some guys, though. We've got some young guys that will come in and fill the void.
And are you surprised Dez doesn't have a job yet?
I'm not surprised. I mean, it's just the simple fact of who knows what these contract talks are about. I mean, everybody knows he turned down the one deal. I haven't been in the contract negotiation situation yet, so I don't necessarily know the ins and outs and how that works, but I'm sure he's just waiting for the right fit, the right money, and everything to work out for him. But I know he'll be on the team.
Skip and I debated this. You said the Cowboys are going to surprise some people in 2018. I was taken aback by that because you are the Cowboys, the most recognizable sports franchise in all the world, and you don't get to surprise people. What did you mean by you're going to surprise some people? You're going to surprise some people with the win-loss record or how good Dak Prescott's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. When you play for the Dallas Cowboys, it's not necessarily like you're surprising people, but what I meant is people have certain expectations for us. So going into this year, we know how good we can be. We know the players that we have on this team. So when I say surprise, I think what I mean is their expectations will change, hopefully, throughout the season.
But, yeah, Dak, and again, I'm speaking as a very long-time Dallas Cowboy fan, a fan of yours. Just 1 year ago today, you guys were a Super Bowl contender. You were arguably the favorite to win the NFC East, if not the NFC, and it's sort of come full circle to an okay draft and sort of not many moves in free agency. And I think we would all have to agree you're not quite the team you were a year ago. Is that fair to say?
On paper, I'm sure. On paper, you can say that. As you said, a year ago, we were coming off of a great season, a 13-3 record, and a great season, as you said. So, I mean, but going into the Super Bowl champions this year, a year ago, I don't know if you say they're in that position. So, on paper, yeah, we're a different team. But as I said, we know where we want to go, and we know what we got to do to get there. We like where we're at.
You know, because you guys were in the same draft, you play in the same division. The comparisons between you and Carson Wentz are never going to cease until both of you guys are out of the league. Do you watch what he? Do you watch him? Do you watch what he does? Or are you comparing? You're like, man, he had a good game. I need to go out and have a good game.
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily comparing stats or comparing plays, but as you said, we're both in the same draft class. He was one of the, I guess you can say, partners or other quarterbacks that I liked into the draft, and I knew how talented he was. So when I watch Carson, I'm just watching his game. I've got a lot of respect for him for what he does. And as you said, I mean, I embrace those comparisons. I embrace the competition. We'll be longtime rivals, getting to play each other twice a year, hopefully for a long time in our career. So excited to see what the future holds for both of us. So
describe you as a quarterback versus him as a quarterback. How different are your games in your view?
I mean, he's a big physical player. I mean, I think as well as I am too. But I don't know if I necessarily broke his game down enough to say these are the differences. This is the pluses here, the minuses there, and then vice versa for myself. But as I said, he's a great player. He's a great player that I can watch, always learn something from, always trying to learn something from other players in general. So he's a great player and will continue to be if he continues the way he's playing.
Do you get upset by the constant comparisons between you and he?
No, not at all. I don't necessarily pay attention to the comparisons. I know I just got to be the best that I can be for my team and for the Dallas Cowboy organization, and that's all I really worry about.
So should the Philadelphia Eagles be the prohibitive favorite to win your division this year?
I mean, I don't necessarily pay attention to the favorites. As I said, I'll let you guys on TV who are great at, or think you're great at predicting and knowing what you know. So as I said, I just know what the Dallas Cowboys have and where we need to be and where we're going, and I'm so excited about that and ready to get into training camp.
On paper, are they better than you at this moment?
On paper, who knows? I mean, you tell me on paper. They won the Super Bowl last year.
I think they won the Super Bowl with their backup quarterback, which is a shock to me. And who knows? Maybe their backup quarterback will be their starting quarterback.
See what I'm saying, Dak? See what I have to go through every day, Dak? See what I'm talking about? Yeah. This is what we talked about on the plane ride back.
So
it
Dak,
is what we talked about.
Give me something to hang on to as a fan. Give me some off-radar player that you say so-and-so is going to rise and shine and surprise people? One of your receivers. Who do you look at just through your mini camps and say, hey, so-and-so could be something next year?
Yeah, I mean, I expect, and you all know his name, Cole Beasley. I expect him to be an all-around receiver, inside, outside, moving him around. He's a guy that's hard to cover, and he has a knack for the game, has a knack for getting open. But we also have some young receivers that a couple of the guys that have come in, had great OTAs, great mini camps, spent a lot of time working with them in the offseason, that I think they have a lot to them, and that if they come in with the right mindset and continue to get better, they could be good receivers in this league for a long time.
And by the way, what happened to Cole Beasley last year? His production dropped off like by half almost? What was he getting doubled more than usual?
Yeah, I mean, when you have a year like he had the year before, defenses are good, and defenses get paid in this league too. So they come in and they double him, they bracket him, they put 2 or 3 guys on him inside. So yeah, he just got more coverage, got more notice the year before, and defenses took note of that.
Dak, when you set goals for yourself in 2018, how much are those stat-based compared to wins-based?
No, they're all win-based. I know if we're winning, the stats are going to be there, and I know they're going to come. So, and if we're not, then obviously the stats aren't going to be there. So everything about me is all about winning, just trying to get wins, to get ourselves a chance to get into that postseason. And then once you're into that, it's one win at a time. So just worried about winning that game 1 in Carolina.
So what do you think, 12 wins next year?
I think a lot of wins.
A lot of wins? You got to give us something, Dak? 11?
Nah, you call it, Skip. I like your predictions, Skip. I like your predictions.
I got 10. Will you buy into 10?
I'll buy in.
Yeah, that'll work for me. Yeah.
I'll buy in. Yes.
Philly's going to go 9-7 next year.
What do you got, Shannon?
Well, Skip and I got a couple of cases of dudes that you guys are not going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
So I don't really want to go on record and say what I think the win total will be, but I don't think the win total will be enough to get you guys into the playoffs. But I think I hope you have a great season, but I just want to win my bet, though.
Nah, sorry about that bet.
Oh, you said I'm going to lose my bet.
I just said sorry about that bet.
Yeah, I think that was a prediction. I'll take that.
So Dak, now he's in the prediction business.
I'm not in the prediction business. I'm leaving that to y'all.
He's in the back it up business, and he's going to back up what he just said.
Well, I need him to back up. I know he has an F-150 or some type. I need you to back it, truck up, and bring me 20 cases of Sprite when I win my bet, Dak.